right, we're back. Mira's yelling at me. It's a good day. Okay. It's over. There we go. All right, so we narrowed down who Kawana is. Let's rest till next day. Jerry, can you do me a favor and look up where we can find like better healing items?
You know how they say your life flashes before your eyes when you're dying? That shit's real talk.
You saw it all, huh?
Yeah. There I am, bleeding out. And suddenly I'm getting the 3rd degree from Matsugane-san. Back when I was still just a rookie. Captain Hamura stares me down like, time to lose that pinky. And then, Higashi starts crying for me. Oh, if I'm gonna go, I ought to get a better final scene than that shit, right? Right?
I'm sure it'll be rosier when the time comes for real. Glad you pulled through, man.
That bastard Soma, though. Next time, he's fucked. We could have avenged Sawa-sensei if it weren't for that stupid ambush.
Well, you didn't tell the cops about him, did you?
Had to give the cops a statement, so I did. With a generous side of bullshit.
That'll get you busted, you know.
I'm joking. All I said was the truth. That I got knifed by the same twisted fuck who got Sawa-sensei.
I am
In that
not a
case,
fucking
it's only a
shit.
matter of time until Soma's arrested.
Okay, Jake.
So for now, we'll go after Kawana, the piece that ties it all together. We just have to find him before RK does.
Kuwana, huh? He's on my shit list too, just so you know.
Huh?
Kuwana must have had some sort of agenda back when he first met us. In fact, it's probably because you were looking into Mikoshiba. He palled around with me all because of that. I'm just a sucker of the agency, huh?
I wouldn't say that.
Still. The moment an ass for me to kick turns up, this is the shape I'm in.
Just focus on getting better. Tsukuma will stop by later, too.
What? Sugiura gonna give me the cold shoulder?
He and I are off to question Mamiya. He said he'd drive us from Ijincho and everything.
Check for staminins and popos. Okay. I should head back to Yokohama 99. I'm sure Sugiura has a car ready by now. Good, these missions to do some other stuff. Alright, where is our local popos? Right behind us. Good. That saves time. Hey, dude. Alright, let's see. We can get bento lunch set. I got 10 of those. Alright, we get Stamina X. We have Stamina X's already. Are Stamina X and Toughness Z the best you can get for healing items in this? Huh. Alright. Weird. Alright, we're going back to Serio High School. Okay, so first, we'll try to do our date with Kyoko. And then we'll, Guys, look, there's a cat there. Hello, kitty cat. What do you do? Can I interact? I can interact with the kitty cat. You know. That's the cat Hakase-san's taking care of. Guess it comes to school too. Okay, I guess I gotta come here instead of to her. His name is Cherry, right? Your name is Cherry. I think it was Cherry.
Who's a good boy?
Alright, come here, Cherry. Oh, they're pretty friendly. You've got great fur. Is Hakase-san giving you all sorts of healthy food?
Now my attitude is that every day is a gift. I can't go back to my old ways.
Huh?
Whoa, you scared me. Have you been there this whole time?
Yes.
Sort of. Aw, she never lets me pet her. She's all over you, Yagami-san. But I'm glad anyway.
Oh.
Maybe she's just in a good mood because it's a nice day out? I'm sure she'd let you pet her now. Maybe.
You don't mind if I'm next to you, right?
Yes, I guess.
Yep.
Not at all. Cherry left. What kind of topic would fascinate her?
Excuse me.
I didn't expect to find you out here. Are you on your break right now?
Actually, I just came out of a faculty meeting. Since it ended early, I thought I'd bask in the sun for a bit. Get as much vitamin D as I can, you know?
Oh.
That's healthy. So, I wasn't invited to the faculty meeting. Student skill nurses go to the faculty meeting.
Hmm?
So being in the sun's pretty good for you, huh?
Well, experts say sunlight helps your immune system and relieves mental stress. It's even said to release serotonin, and that goes for cats as well as people.
Huh?
Cats too.
Yep, it also improves their circulation, which helps keep their coat nice and shiny. Isn't that right, Cherry?
Oh.
There you go. Maybe we're more like cats than we realize. Things you know when you were a school nurse. Well, I feel a little smarter now. Okay.
Excuse me.
How's everything with the students, Akusa-san? I imagine they all adore you.
Well, not every student instantly takes a liking to me.
There's something I can sympathize with. More than you might be willing to
But
imagine.
in the end, they're all good kids. They're just at an age where their emotions are at an all-time high. My goal is to try and understand where they're coming from, so maybe I can help ease their burden. But it's not easy. Take Nana-chan, for instance. She's been pressured to choose a career track before learning who she even is. And then there are the ones like the girl this morning who came in crying because her boyfriend dumped her.
I see.
Ah, the diverse traumas of teenagehood. How's the one you're currently dealing with?
Oh, that. Not so great.
Not so great.
By the way,
That reminds me, the help bulletin's on the notice boards. Are you the one who writes those?
That is my handiwork. Literally, I make them all by hand.
That's impressive, writing it out instead of typing it up. Is there a particular reason you do that?
No, it actually started as a misunderstanding. But once people saw my first bulletin, the compliments came pouring in. And I kind of don't want that to stop. But is it really worth the extra work? I mean, the other staff always prints their materials. Ugh, why'd I do this to myself?
Good question.
huh?
I don't know, you tell me.
Oh, I know. I'll hire a certain detective to write all my bulletins for me.
There we go.
No.
Ha, that'd be a first for me. But I doubt I can copy your handwriting.
Hadn't thought about that.
She really goes out of her way as a teacher, doesn't she? Is this where you usually hang out?
I wouldn't say I come here all the time, but I do eat lunch with the students here every so often. It's perfect when the weather's nice. But in the summer, you can easily get a sunburn if you stay out here too long.
Oh.
I guess it's a seasonal attraction. What do we got left? And probably just the cat, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I see Cherry's looking sprightly as ever.
Yeah, she also thinks she's the one in charge. It's like she went from docile to bossy overnight. Once she started getting picky with her food, I knew I had to put my foot down.
I see.
It must be pretty hard taking care of a cat at home, then managing a bunch of students at work.
Yeah, I guess I am a caretaker 24/7. But it's like they say, the cuter the child, the more attention they need.
By the way,
Well, what foods does Cherry like?
Cherries, actually.
oh,
Really now?
If you can believe it, I pick each cherry by hand before I feed her.
Guess you are what you eat, huh? I've killed a lot of time here, so I should get a move on. Don't want to be a bother. Ah, Hakuse-sensei. What? Oh, it's Hasegawa-sensei. What's wrong? It's about tonight. I'm so sorry, but I have to cancel. There's this career talk I need to do. But I'll for sure make it up to you. I hope that's okay?
Yes.
Oh, sure, please, go do the talk. I'll be fine. I really am sorry. Well, now I've got a lot of free time on my hands.
Excuse me.
You don't have anything else to do? Nope, I was supposed to get drinks with the Moya teacher, Hasegawa tonight. But she's got to talk, she's got a talk to do, so it's canceled. Moja? Moya? Moja, okay. Does she have a lot of mojo? It's short for modern Japanese. But I'm glad she's prioritizing her students. So, maybe I'll hang out with you if you're free tonight, Yagami-san? It'd be a waste to cancel my reservation, so why don't you come with me? Sure thing. I'll come pick you up at the nurse's office later tonight. Yay, I'll be waiting. I gotta go back there now, as a matter of fact. Can't let the nurse's office sit empty too long. Hey, Tenny. Oh, I noticed. I just didn't acknowledge. There is a difference. Go to the nurse's office now. I can't go to the nurse's office now. Alright. Let's go see Amasawa. What's today's date? It's the date when Wintrig and Asane are gonna fight.
Yagami-san.
Stream that later. Ready, Yagami-san? I'm good. Let's do it. Good to go. Well then, let's look back on each incident the MRC's investigated so we can hopefully gain a better perspective. Okay, so.
Suspicious.
In the dance club, Maika Takanashi got into her sugar baby gigs through the professor's message board. That was what led us to discovering the actual site on the dark web. Students post on the site by using an exclusive browser and register by using their student IDs. As such, we've come to the conclusion that the professor has a very advanced knowledge of computer networking and programming.
Yeah.
That, or he's got someone on his crew with that
Now that
knowledge.
you mention it.
As for Takanashi-san's motive for becoming a sugar baby, that was a rather unexpected development. Yeah, the person who Takanashi went through all that effort for was Itokura. Kotoko Itokura. Last semester, Itokura was the chairman of the Cultural Festival Committee. Takanashi was a member of that committee too. The other members got sick of Itokura's poor attitude and eventually began ignoring her. By the end of it, everyone had turned their backs on her.
Yes.
That had to have been rough. I still think she is... Is this who you hope it is? Who do you hope it is, Jeremy? At any rate, the result was a colossal failure of a cultural festival, and Itokura-san hasn't been seen in class ever since. Thus, the identity of the dance club Sugar Baby was revealed, but the case didn't end there. Someone with the username Dancing Bunny posted a request for physical assault of Norizuki-san, captain of a rival dance troupe. And the person who requested the hit turned out to be a bit of a surprise to us. The true identity of the poster who requested the attack on Yuri Norizuki was... It was the dance club advisor, Kamakato. He used Nishizono's Dancing Bunny account to make the request. Except, according to Sakakiba, the professor actually never granted the request, despite the generous offer from Kamakato. What we can deduce from this is that the professor's motive behind the machinations are not actually monetary in nature. That does make me wonder what the professor's criteria is for selecting posts. Alright, so the professor selected a post from the Sugar Baby here, specifically. Someone who harmed Itokura. Alright. The leader of Maidenhead, Yumaso, he went to the disciplinary committee to a biker gang practically overnight.
Yes.
It turned out that Suo's mother had forbade him from participating in motocross, So he was doing what he could to suppress that desire off of his while still having an outlet for it. Right, and the professor picked up on that jealousy, so he exploited it. But manipulating Suo through certain means. That would be the letter through the... Anyway, Jeremy, who do you think it is? Apparently, he was tipped off by a letter found in the committee's suggestion board box from a Professor M. Pretty safe to say that was the professor. Oh, you're gonna catch Max's favorite Pokemon. Cool. This was supported by the fact that the letter was dropped off directly in the committee's suggestion box. Since it's located on campus, I find it highly likely that the professor attends or works at our school. We must forget, though, there was one more key figure in this case. An individual connected to the Neo-Kane gang. Yeah, and that would be... Dan Murasaki, aka Ghost. He's the younger brother of the legendary gang founder, Reiji Murasaki. Dan's goal was to rise to the top of the Jincho underworld so he could step out from under his brother's shadow and make a name for himself. Anyway, Jeremy, who did you say you think it is? Koga, the Neo-Kane gang's leader, took notice of him and used his ambition for their own gain. They were trying to make up for their lack of heavy hitters by making Dan Murasaki the rep of Made in Heaven and recruiting him to the Neo-Kane gang. This Koga really must have wanted to win the professor's favor, given how he thought of this as a sort of offering to the professor. Alright, the Robotics Club.
Suspicious.
So, of the Robotics Club, we know this guy here on the side here. We know that he was the one manipulated by the professor, not Itakura. But what we don't know, or what you may not have remembered, is that this guy here is tied to Itakura as well. Oops. Okay, I guess we're... Okay, let's do it. I don't know why I did that.
Suspicious.
The Robotics Club. I noticed around there after reports of robot cut purses in the city. As a result, we discovered that the thieving robot's designer was Tetsuro Kurumazaki. He's an antagonist related to the eventual girlfriend in this. So you're wondering if this is an introduction for the two of them? Maybe. Kurumazaki-kun. To be honest, I had suspected Okitagawa-kun. It's a shame I misjudged the truth. Luckily, we were able to get our hands on something juicy at the lab. A key piece of evidence that points towards the professor's motive behind instigating all this criminal behavior. That's right. You don't sound all that confident. Not confident at all.
Excuse me.
What? That's what we got from the lab, though, wasn't it? That would be the copies of the email correspondence with the professor, which we found on the lab's laptop. The professor was explicitly plotting with the Neo-Kane gang to turn Kurumazaki and 7 other specific students to the wrong side of the law. So 8 students total. We still don't know why he chose them. But I believe finding that out will be key to discovering the professor's identity. No, that's fine. We'll figure it out.
Hey.
The Todoroki boxing gym. This is the payback boxer case. Some masked kid kept picking fights with the martial arts expert and other rough and tumble types out on the streets. And in the end, we figured out who he really was. It was Kenya Oshikiri. He's a former karate club member who turned out to be the wunderkind of Todoroki's gym. In fact, we even have evidence of Oshikiri's motive. Oshikiri only entered the Genbukai to try and overcome his fear of his father, Fudo. Problem is, he found out that all his fights were fixed in his favor. His champion status is a setup for the showrunners to line their pockets. And he learned it from the professor, who sent him all the evidence he needed to see the truth for himself. Which leads us to the question, why would the professor reveal his own hand and like that? Had this news of match fixing leaked to the public, people would have stopped betting. The Genbukai racket would be done for. We can at least assume that money is not
If
the
I have
motive.
this right,
Looks like the professor's motive is a major key to solving this case. The skaters. Shinosuke Shikishima, leader of the Ijincho Hounds, a local skateboarding community. He's also the culprit responsible for drawing the graffiti art that suddenly appeared on the walls of Seria. The professor just so happened to be the motif of that graffiti. Shikishima received a direct request from the professor via the website's private messaging system. That was what led him to tag the school. Graffiti is the perfect blend of crime and art.
suspicious.
Kanto Hikawa, former president of the photography club. He'd been blackmailing Saiga-sensei to save up for his college tuition. Thanks to the professor's website, Hikawa-kun found out Saiga-sensei was having an affair. The professor supposedly reached out to Hikawa-kun to make first contact rather than vice
In
versa.
other words,
Which means Hikawa was one of the professor's targets. Genya Senbon-matsu, head of the Serio Hive's esports club. He cheated in competitions with a tool-assisted joystick. He seems to have acquired the program and his joystick from the professor, and it's apparently too advanced for any normal high school student to have developed
in other
it,
words,
which would mean the professor has an unusually high technical skills.
hey,
Kohaku Hayakawa, a female student in the board game club. She started going to an underground casino here in town, looking for thrills. Since minors aren't usually allowed in casinos, Hayakawa got access by borrowing her brother's membership card. She even impersonated her brother whenever she went to gamble. Hey, Minicat, come on. Can't lay there, sweetheart. Come on. Come on, move please. Move please. Come on, move please. Move please. Thank you. We learned she had nothing to do with the professor.
Excuse me.
Since her case won't contribute to anything, I'll go ahead and exclude her from our list. You can lay there, that's fine.
uh-huh.
And girls bite. We are the problem, not her. You were enjoying Sawa-san telling us that she didn't want to talk to us? You wanted to hear it a few more times? Same, bro. Same. Tenny's gonna make her saying that his ringtone. I was also hoping her and your favorite guy would end up together. Emily S. Mochizuki, popular employee of the Girls Bar Girls Bite. Great in bed. Also, Kizuna Ashihara, 30 year at Stereo, lied about his age and frequently visited her along with members of the Neo-Keiin gang. Ashihara-kun supposedly joined the Neo-Keiin gang thanks to his senpai. That was the unique part of this case. Ashihara had no contact whatsoever with the professor. In other words, he wasn't one of the professor's targets for delinquency. However, Ashihara-kun happened to overhear some key info about the professor while he was at the Neo-Keiin gang's hideout. Yeah, when Koga hung up after a certain phone call, he muttered something to himself. That brat. Supposedly, that's what Ashihara heard Koga say. The fact that he said brat must mean that the professor's quite younger than Koga. He's most likely around 40, so we can expect the professor to be in his teens, maybe early 20s. There's so many of them, you could have it as your ringtone, text alert, alarm, and notification sound, and have different ones for each. How will we know Emily's good in bed? Yagami slept with her. He had to have. She confessed to him. That's what happens after a confession, right? Alright, we've gone through all the information we have so far. The biggest thing we still don't know is the professor's motive behind selecting those 8 specific students to lead astray. Out of the 8, we know one person for absolute certain. Kuru Mizaki-kun in the robotics club. Correct. Now, if we include the 6 individuals who we know were directly approached by the professor...
In other words...
We're up to 7. The 8th one would be your brother. One more person left. Assuming our theory is correct, there should be one student remaining who was led astray by the professor.
Yeah.
Who could it be? Maybe the student's actually been involved in illegal activity this whole time? We just haven't caught wind of it? Perhaps you're right. We must figure out who this last individual is as soon as possible. The guy who dressed up like a dummy. That was not included in this side quest stuff, but yeah. From Kento?
Kento,
Hello? What is it, Kento? Oh, sis, thank God. Where are you right now? At HQ with Yagami-san. Yagami-san's with you? Perfect. I'm actually at the Popo in front of the station right now. And I've got a bit of a situation. What's wrong? Well, hey, you little bastard! Ah, crap. Kento? Sorry, call you right back. What? What was that? Everything alright?
No.
I'm not sure, but it sounds like Kento's in some kind of trouble. That's not good. Where is he? He said he's at the Popo in front of the station. Come on, let's go. Oh, okay.
That way?
There's a reason the wife of the actor that Yagami is based off of doesn't want him in games anymore.
Yagami-san! You're going too fast!
You'll be fine. Alright. You'd play a Yakuza game with Louise as the main character? Yeah, but he has to always be referred to as Louise HMS. The HMS is important. Both his character and his persona. Persona!
I'm coming with you!
Don't say that to me ever again.
Yagami-san! You're going too fast!
HMS is the family name. Do I need to heal? I don't. HMS Louise. Done. But Tenny, you are the punk one. It makes more sense. You don't have to be a punk to be a, You don't have to be a punk to be the main character. You just gotta shit your pants a lot.
And stay down.
Or a little. One of the two. I don't remember. Kishi survived that? That kid's blood splatters all over the wall now. Fuck you, high school students. Done.
What a waste.
Kaito. He can be the Kaito to my main character. There's a DLC that he's to play character. It's true, we're gonna be playing that. Sasuke can be Why do I get to be Tsukumo? Is it because he got his finger broken? The only time I've ever broken a finger was while I was finger banging. Making fun of her at this point. There you go. All right, you got the hit. You got a hit in. Good job, dude. Bobby will be the one bullying the students. I believe it. I killed that guy. I pushed him. He just fucking T-posed and went up to heaven, so. He underwent the rapture, eh?
Yagami-san.
I'll ask the clerk inside. I'll scope out the area. Masao, isn't that bag? Ah!
Huh.
It's Kento's. The wall that I gave him for his birthday is
Seriously?
inside. No way. I'll ask the clerk what happened. You stay here, Amazawa.
Yes.
Okay. I see. So, no idea where he went.
Yagami-san.
What happened to Kento? Apparently, he was here with a woman in her late 30s who was dressed, amorously. An older woman? They both got dragged off into a black car by some guys who looked like Yakuza. They just took
Go
off.
away.
Yagami-san, do you think it was the Neokain gang? Maybe they grabbed me because we're getting closer to the professor. It's hard to say. Whatever the reason, we need to find Kento-kun. If only we could figure out where they took him.
What should I do?
Kento, where did you go? Alright, it is break time, so we're gonna take a break. We'll come back here in just a moment.